and I heard the message go through. I've got to go really quick fix YouTube while you chit chat.
I will chit chat. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Friday, October 17th, a little bit after 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for joining Rex Sisters. We appreciate you. Um, Please don't forget to like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe. We really need the likes and follows to increase. We're seeing our numbers in the upper three digits range. And
Well,
for
on
the
Rumble.
on Rumble, yeah, on Rumble. Let me
YouTube's
finish.
still double
Rumble,
digits.
yeah, on Rumble. And so we need to get to 100 followers on Rumble in order to make 35 cents each. No, 17 and a half or something like that by the time all is said and done. But
Give or
no,
take.
no, I think 35 cents each. They take 30%, so 35 cents each.
Well, it
And
depends on how many ads and stuff like that and how involved
right,
we get.
yeah, but we're talking pennies. So right now we're at $0. We're in the negative $600 range, and we can't even make a couple pennies off our videos because I can't get 100 followers on Rumble. So if you haven't done so, please do so. We would appreciate it. Now on YouTube, that's a whole nother story. We need 300 subscribers in order to make any money. And they're just going to take all of the money. But with the ad revenue, hopefully something will occur. And, we know that people are watching, but please like or follow. You don't have to comment or share if you don't want to, but please
Hmm.
give us a like, follow, and subscribes. Also, we have the Discord, which uh, conversations of all types of things take place. It could be relevant to a show that you've watched. It could be relevant to a comment that a member of the Discord has written. And sometimes the conversation could go on for hours. And the topics can be more in depth than sometimes we can talk about on YouTube, or even Rumble is pretty lenient, but I would say sometimes the conversations can really go off the rails up on the Discord. But
Oh, it
that's,
can be quite fun.
yes, fun and extremely entertaining at times. So if you haven't done so already, please join the Discord. Look for the bot that will have you.
The bot will
Uh,
be posting the links
yes.
throughout, and it is in our description of each video.
Is it really? You
Yeah.
don't say. Yeah.
Sadly,
So
not a lot of people check the descriptions of the videos.
no, they don't. I usually do, especially if it's something I'm interested in. You'll find a lot of information out about a lot of things that you don't know about when you check out the description. Um, so I just finished up and hurried up to the studio. I told Crazy B I'd meet her at 2:30, and I think I arrived at 3 almost. They were supposed to be there at 2 o'clock, but they, of course, were late. But I was desperate, and I had a telehealth, and we were questioning how could we do a telehealth appointment when they said there would be none. I had called just to see if they'd give me an antibiotic, and they said, no, you have to have a telehealth. And I was like, not going to say a word. Watch,
And
I'll
it's probably
probably
just because it's a sick call and it's
start
not something that requires coming in.
right. Either that or I'll have to pay $100 or something stupid like that, right? But I'm
That is
desperate.
possible.
So, yeah, so they gave me a Z pack and a Medrol pack on top of my steroids I already take. So it ought to be wild time here at the house over the weekend. So it's a good thing Eric's probably going to work tomorrow, not staying home to do things for me because I might be crazed uh, on the extra steroids. But this has been, what, a month of this
Mhm.
bullcrap? And you and I had a
Yeah.
conversation earlier when we were getting ready for the show that if only I would follow what I'm supposed to in regards to my breathing, that I might actually be able to breathe and feel better. So
Mhm.
I promised Crazy B that I would do so until my doctor's appointment on the 29th.
I always
And
just take my nebulizer with my morning and bedtime meds, so it's exactly because it's twice a
right,
day. If it needs to
right.
be more than twice a day, I just space
Hmm.
it out, set alarms if I have to, and I just do them all at once and add an extra 15 minutes of scrolling on my phone or the computer, watching videos while using my nebulizer.
Yeah. So sometimes, yeah, they say to do it 3 times, but so we'll do
I've
all
actually had to use my Atrovent 3 times a day this past month. I've been doing
of
the full 3 times a month.
really.
I
You
mean,
mean
three
three
times a
times
day.
a month,
Yeah, the thing, you know,
that bad. Yeah.
it with albuterol in between, and my Delera, and my Singular, and yeah, all my meds.
Yeah. That's I try to I don't know why. I always feel like the albuterol got to be for the oh, I'm gasping for air and I gotta
Well,
but
it is. It's a rescue inhaler. It's meant for like when you're having serious wheezing problems, but you can take it up to 4 times a day
right,
to help in between. But I mean,
right.
yeah.
And we are not providing medical advice. We are just giving the things that
Well,
I
it's the
do and crazy.
standard script, 2 puffs 4 times a day for
Right,
wheezing, asthma attacks, etc.
right. So I promise that I will do that until the 29th and see how we feel and see if there's a difference. And Crazy Bee seems to think so. She thinks that if I'm going to be able to breathe, that, that might be a step in the right direction. So,
Mhm.
but, so I'm ending the week on a snot filled, head cold. I feel like a 2-year old. I feel like the baby. Maybe I need to get the saline drops out too. And, I just feel like my head is going to explode. And Crazy B, I think I know that you're not feeling well either.
I have been feeling like shit most of the day.
Hmm.
Exhausted, troubles breathing, which is why you heard I don't well, actually my nebulizer is kind of quiet. Most people might not hear it, but I was on my nebulizer with albuterol when you strolled up into the studio and
Heard.
yeah,
Yes. Hmm.
it's not as loud as the one machine air pump ones because it's an
Right.
atomizing one, but yes, works beautiful for when I need it to be quieter or
That's the
travel
one.
because it's battery
Yeah,
operated too.
I was going to say that's the one. That's the rechargeable one, right? That
No,
you
I
can
have rechargeable batteries in it, but
in it.
it
Right.
can run on double A or plug into a wall using a C cord, USB C cord.
Okay.
Who just
So,
opened the door? Okay, I don't gotta shoot them.
but the one that you have, you can travel with and take in the car. It's small, right? That it's
Yeah, it fits in
portable.
my purse.
Right. Right. So,
You'll be fine. Thank you. And we're live, so quit whining. Well, yeah, 4 days a week. We most certainly are live 4 days a week.
he's like someone else I know that doesn't know the schedule.
Yeah, lives with us and doesn't lives with me and doesn't know the schedule.
Uh-huh. I have one of those too. I don't know
Yes.
why I even
Yeah.
tell I
It's
tell
like
yeah, I tell them at the beginning of the day, when they're leaving for work or when they call me, like at 2 o'clock, and I say we're going to be live from 3 to 5, and I still get phone calls. Why? Tell me why. Ugh.
You should hold it.
Oh Lord. Yeah. The kids know my schedule better. And
Uh-huh.
that's why my son usually comes in, and
Terrorizes you.
he does not terrorize. He sticks his 2 cents in.
Well, technically, then he is on your broadcast.
Yeah,
Uh-oh,
he
Dan.
is on the podcast if he would just
Technically,
get
Yeah.
closer to the mic.
And if I can hear Danny,
he knows
whoop,
he's on it.
you'll have to fix
They can
that.
hear you.
Yeah, I can
It's
hear him.
nice.
Everyone. And this is recorded to the internet forever.
Uh-huh.
You sure
Yep.
about that?
Ask him if he wants to join us. Put a mic on.
Grab a mic. We'll hook up a second mic and you can join us.
Uh-huh.
He's like, right. It just looks at me funny.
Sorry about
Oh,
that,
we've been
Grace.
raided by outlaw dogs again.
Hey, Outlaw.
Yay.
Thank you for the
Hello,
raid.
hello.
Sorry about that, Crazy B.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's just, oh,
I
I'm
know.
having an itchy, scratchy show with my skin. It's being stupid again. And it's like, you should see the scaling of the skin when I even just a little bit of scratching, and I look like, I almost look like the desert floor.
Oh,
I
fudge.
gotta love
Yeah,
dry, itchy skin. My hair's still falling out all over the place. Why can't I lose fat the way I lose skin and hair?
I don't know. That would be ideal, wouldn't it?
It would
So,
be nice.
yeah, Outlaw, you're dealing with two sick women today. Sicker than usual. Hey, JJ.
Hey,
How you
JJ, thank
doing?
you.
Oh, fudge. All right. Well, oh,
Um,
so I spent almost an hour on the telephone with the vice principal of Jacob's school, and I went down a laundry list of items, and I went everywhere. I went from the boot camp reminds me of military and Nazism, so could perhaps they change the name of the Tiger Bus Boot Camp for wayward children to a different name. He said they would take that under advisement. Uh, I told her that the most simplest way to make the correction would have been to have him called into the office and said, what you're doing is wrong. The next time you do it, you're going to get into trouble, such as detention, suspension, whatever. We're going to call your parents and let them know what happened. Instead of a 2 day a week, 20 minutes for a whole month of indoctrination on how to behave on the bus. When I could just start singing the wheels on the bus go round and round. Okay? Then we went to them separating yesterday at the end of the school day, him and his friend. They split them up. So he was in the front, his friend was in the back. By the time he got in the car, he was crying hysterically. He has one friend, he was bullied last year. So he has his
uh-huh.
best friend sitting with him, and they split them up. So she claims that they were rearranged they never had a seating assignment, so that they then created them and
Uh-huh.
moved
They
everybody.
created one in the middle of the school year for no blazing reason. Well, not quite the middle of the school year. Okay. Yeah, no. Bullshit. Sorry.
Right. And then we discussed. I have my list. I have a whole page. Like I said, I spent an hour with the phone on the phone. So we went to his IEP that he has in place and their lack of doing anything about it. And she said, "Oh, we're only required to do so once a year. And the documentation we have, we signed it in February." And I'm like, well, it does no fricking good in February when school gets let out in the beginning of June. I mean,
But
come
it
on,
does
people.
carry the plan does carry over into the fall school year. I went through it
But
with
they,
my kids,
I know,
that sometimes
so
it
did
would
I.
be yeah,
So did,
sometimes it falls at a weird time of the year because of how many kids are on it.
right.
On IEPs right now. I mean, when my kids were in school for an IEP, there was and this was an inner city school basically. It
Hmm.
was what, maybe 4 or 500 students out of the entire elementary of 1,000-ish or more.
Right.
And we would they would try to, get as many in a day, or well, they take like the first 3 weeks and try to cram as many in as possible to go through them and stuff. And it's like, I mean, we're talking back to back afterwards, and they got to get all that paperwork together. And it makes, and again, it's overwhelming to the districts, but it's only gotten worse since my kids were in school, because
Well,
now
mine
everybody's kid is on something.
an IEP, right. And that tells you something about the education system then, right?
Mhm.
So both my boys were on IEPs as well. The problem is, despite that IEP supposedly being carried over, nothing has been done since he started school on August 20th. Okay,
Okay,
so
that's
it,
weird.
right. So nothing's been done. So I don't, I would rather see the teachers come, they come into school in the middle of August, supposedly to get their classroom set up. I'd rather see them come in an extra week and all the assistance, whatever the hell was needed, get everybody ready and up and running for where they're supposed to be the day school starts, not this throughout the school year bull crap and your kid gets lost somewhere in the mix.
I've
Have
always
them do,
wondered why the hell they couldn't do the IEPs over the summer so they're ready come
thank you,
September.
thank you. You know what I mean? They don't work over the summer. This bitch about they don't make any money. A teacher doesn't make any money. My father-in-law and my brother-in-law were teachers, inner city. They made good money. They
They were
only
able to live
work.
on their budget, I bet.
They,
It's the teachers that don't
yes.
wanna live on a budget.
Well, not only, yeah, but that money that they make is a 12-month salary for only 9 months worth of work. They're
Mhm.
making, inner city was making $60,000 plus for 9 months worth of work. For how
Yeah.
many hours a day? For how many hours a day? And oh, we had so much work to do. I used to grade my father-in-law's high school papers for him. I'd review, his he was an English teacher. I graded
Mhm.
the English papers for him. So this bull crap of we work so hard, I don't want to hear it when you're an office worker having to work 80 plus hours a week, or you're a
Mhm.
mechanic working how many hours a week, and you have how many days off and how many weeks of vacation, how many in service days just to get your shit together.
A
It's bull crap.
lot. A
Yeah,
lot.
thank you. So then we went to, since we're in the rural end, that's why it was important about the kid that he rides the bus with, because he was bullied last year and we're on the rural end. There are no kids for him to play with. So, he literally has to either somebody comes here or we go to them or, they meet up or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But you cannot walk on our street. There's no sidewalks. And now that they put that plan in, there's even more cars. The traffic is more dangerous. And now with daylight savings time coming, it's going to be pitch black. She says, well, let's move the bus stop. Well, what the heck does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Moving the bus stop. He still has to get from the house down to the main road. That has nothing to do with,
And that
you
just
know,
makes it harder for you guys.
exactly. So then we were finishing up, and she was like, "Oh," and her tone never changed. There was no inflection whatsoever. It was The whole voice was, "Oh, it was just so nice to meet you, Misty. It's very nice talking to you." Bada, 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 bada. That whole thing going on. Okay. So she says, yeah, and I was an adjunct professor at a local community college. I know how many hours I worked to put in. But I'm saying that I believe the money is there compared to other industries. I think they make more money than a
They may
typical
Okay,
cake.
so back in the day making 60K, what hold on, let me find out what the average pay is for a teacher right now.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I'll finish up with the very last
Yes.
thing. And she's like, "Oh, it was very nice talking to you." I said to her, "Consider me the central hub between the family." I'm listed on there as one of the contact people. I said, "You can reach out to me." First, she had to call my daughter in law, even though I'm on the list, to say, "Is it okay to talk to your mother in law?" For my daughter in law to say, "Yes, you can talk to my mother in law," because my daughter in law and my son just didn't, whatever. That's another story. But the very last thing was, and you're going to love it. Ready?
Uh-huh.
She says, "Is there anything else I can you want to talk about?" And I said, there is, but perhaps when we talk again." She goes, "No, no, no. What is it? We can work this out. We're a good team." She goes, "What is it?" And I said, "Well, it has to do with race." And she went, "What?" And so I went into my whole little thing about race and how things were, and she kind of confirmed some things that were going on in the school district. So there's some things to be on the watch for. Oh, I did forget. I did tell her that criminals were actually treated fairer or better than what he was being treated. You could push somebody off a platform in New York City. You could, uh, you know, uh, commit aggravated assaults against other peoples, be processed, put in jail for an hour and released and be back out on the street to reoffend. And we have
Mhm.
all of this over throwing paper airplanes out of the bus window.
Yeah. They're not
If this
they're
some
kind of like
leftist
I said even yesterday, it's kind of overkill.
Yeah, if this isn't some leftist bullshit agenda, I don't know what is. You know, where are the taxpayer dollars going? You know, when they turn around and they send a list home that says you need to buy crayons, pencils, rulers, scissors, folders, binders. I'd have to
So where'd
pull
all the
everything
tax
out to say,
money and the federal funding go for the
"Thank you,
students?
thank you."
Because I'm telling you, I just Googled this. Okay. Average salary for a Pennsylvania teacher, because the starting salary is 50,470 a year. Average is 76,961. That's in your state.
Uh,
Other
okay,
states have it lower, like Mississippi, which the average is only 50,000. So,
okay.
depending,
But it's
but
yeah, it's
again,
relevant to the cost of living, right?
yup. And how
What's
much the
your
taxpayers are pitching in and stuff determines that. And it also makes you wonder how much are the higher ups, the administrators of the school getting? And
right?
is because they're going to get the highest, and then it's going to taper down to the janitors at the
Right.
bottom.
How much is the state paying?
I'm sorry,
What's
say it
your
again.
average? What's your average?
Let me find out. My state's average is 58,000 a year. The lower end is 40.
Okay. So I
My state gets
think,
shit compared to your state.
yeah, I think that that's a lot of money.
Oh, but there was a 3.6% increase this year from last year, and it ranks 42nd in the nation's average.
You-
Out of 50 states, we're number 42 for the average pay being decent. No wonder why the kids here don't like school. They're
I
having a
mean,
hard
they're
time
really,
getting anyone to take the job.
uh-huh, right. It really, and then it makes you wonder, remember, most of them are required to participate in the union, whether you want to or not. They take out union dues, uh, depending on what state you're in, I believe. Here, I know certain school districts do require it. I'm not sure if all PA schools do or not, but those dollars are going to the union for those people like Randy Weingarten and that African American one that took over. That we played videos on the two of those nut jobs screaming and
Hmm.
hollering and pounding like lunatics instead of the professionals that they should be, right?
Yeah.
So this whole thing just proves to me that it's nothing but a waste when and this leads to, right, the issues that we're talking about where he could potentially grow up to be one of them numbnuts in the blue dinosaur suit or the pink flamingo costume
I don't
because
know because
the
California pays teachers 100,000 a year, and look how their kids turn out. I think the lower the pay the teachers, the maybe better the students come out when it
better.
comes to common sense. But
And that's
you
what we're
know,
looking for here is common sense and discipline, right? Appropriate discipline, not a 1 month boot camp for how to behave on the bus. Seriously? I mean, what's an infraction for, fighting or whatever? I mean, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I just am shocked. Again, here we
mhm.
go. Every area we're looking at, Crazy B, there it's like messed up,
I mean, the kids down here aren't good at reading and writing per se. They're not the best, but at
right?
least we don't have,
Right.
kids pretending to be cats in the bathrooms down here, and they'd still get made fun of for it.
I don't think we have that here either, but I think where was that? California, I think. Yeah, using
I
a
don't
litter box.
remember
Yeah,
kids wanting
using a
litter boxes because or their parents demanding they should have a litter
uh-huh,
box because their kid is a cat. And it's like, then you
uh-huh.
don't go to school and your parents are getting in trouble.
They can homeschool. Homeschool them and let them
Yeah,
use the
homeschool
litter
if your
box.
kid's got those level of
Yeah,
needs.
there was probably
Like,
an issue between their real cat at home and the kid wanting to use the litter box, and they said, "We'll use the one at school." But yeah, and I apologize for digressing onto that whole thing, but I think it just shows us how minute a situation is, how blown out of proportion it's gotten, and what else is going on that we do not know about, right?
mhm.
Other anything in the school, the waste of money when the kids are not being taught cursive writing. What else has been taken away? Gym, phys ed has, you do that for what, half an hour, 1 day a week? The arts have been taken away. So many programming items have been taken away for stupidity types of things. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Well, one of
And
the first things
unfortunately,
to happen when Rome fell was the loss of the fine arts.
yeah, and unfortunately, this past November, lazy ass Republicans didn't get up and go out and vote, and they lost school board seats, three of them, I believe, by 4 votes. Yeah,
Mhm.
because the Republicans take things for granted
Yep.
and they don't want to get out and vote. Or, most people don't want to get up and vote.
Yep. And not a lot of people sit in on school board meetings anymore.
Oh, no. See, now ours, uh, you can participate via Zoom. And I think I just might pop in the next time and see what's going
Because if
on.
you pay taxes, you have a right to say what's going on in the
Yes,
school board.
correct. As well as in your municipality or your township. Our township also does Zoom for all of the departments, but I've never participated in any of them. But I think I might pop in there as well too. Why not cause a little? No, I don't really want to cause trouble. I just can't. I'm too tired. I'm sick and tired. But I did my part, and so we'll see how things go.
One thing at a time.
Plus, I have to discipline my man when he gets home today for inappropriate behavior towards his Nini this morning. When I could not understand the pronunciation of the principal's name, I asked him 3 times and he said, "What? Are you old and do you need hearing aids?"
Okay, that's kind
Mhm.
of funny.
Mm. Oh, it's hysterical, but he's not going to speak to me that way. So Eric, took him to the bus stop and said, "Uh-oh." And that's all he said. And he turned and looked at me, goes, "What, Pap?" And he goes, "Nini's going to get you after school." So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun.
Uh-huh. We're old and we need hearing aids now. Okay.
JJ says D is tired. Her old hobby was sleeping.
We're
Yeah,
sleeping. Yep.
your
Yeah.
old hobby. Yep, you need it back.
Yep. Yep. The old hobby was sleeping. I could sleep
Uh,
on the dime. Now I only wish for those days. Oh, heck.
uh, I feel
He's
ya.
gonna sleep. He's gonna sleep over tonight and tomorrow. EJ caught some. I didn't send it to you, but he caught some damn big ass. I think it's a salmon, and it was funny because I couldn't get a hold of my daughter-in-law this morning, so I'm like, they're probably at breakfast. I'm gonna try calling EJ. And I called him, and he's like, "What are you doing calling me? I'm standing in the middle of the river." And I'm like, "Well, is it okay if he gets a suspension day?" He goes, "I don't care what you do. I'm trying to fish." I said, "Whatever." So,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
I was done for him to be suspended. He could stay home for all I cared. But I just wanted the boot camp thing to be gone. Hey,
Yeah,
Art,
I
good to
think.
see you.
Oh, JJ. Art says his first job out of high school was a draftsman for a cabinet maker because of shop classes drafting for all 4 years. But I guess that's not of any value now. Not really,
No,
because they have AI to do all
nope.
that.
Hmm.
JJ says I have hearing aids, but his are service related from being in the Navy.
Are you old too, though, JJ?
I don't know if old explains some
Well,
people. I don't
I
I
know,
think
but
old is my
is
dad is chronologically old, but mentally he's
right.
still like
Well,
17,
I'm just
18.
curious to see if he fits in that genre, if in that slot of you're old and you need hearing aids because I'm 9 and I said the name 3 times and you didn't get it. What's wrong with you? Are you old and need hearing aids?
Oh, he's
That's
Gen
that
X.
Gen
Jay
X, gotcha.
Gen X, so he's probably a little bit older than me.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's my tirade for today. What's yours?
I ain't got one. I had my
No.
tirade yesterday after we got done with the history and the idiocracy of our government meddling where it really shouldn't be meddling, causing problems that we now have to clean up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's true.
That was my tirade yesterday.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I won't have
Might
one
have
today.
we can only hope, right? I'll have to start throwing out the frying pan, so we haven't seen that for a while. All right, we got today is what, Friggin Friday? Is that what we're
Oh, I forgot
called
to add
now?
that in the title. She's oh Pete. I'll add it when we get done. Yeah,
Okay, it's
it's friggin'
Friggin Friday,
Friday.
right?
Yep.
Friggin Friday. So today we're what, cleaning up a bunch of mess. So
Curing aids. What? Too many years under the hood and on the range. I can't hear shit. Oh,
uh,
shit.
uh, yep, that's
Uh,
Eric bending
yep.
sheet metal and doing all that stuff. That TV so loud. We heard it through the door yesterday. That's what I asked you. Could you hear it?
Yep.
I had both doors shut, and you know how far away the living room is. Oh
Oh,
Lord, help
sorry.
me. That's okay.
A yawn
I'd
came out
like
of
to be.
nowhere.
Yeah, well, I'm hitting that bed as soon as we're done here. All right, what
I
do you got for
understand.
us then? So it's
Uh,
friggin' Friday, and we're cleaning up everything, a bunch of mess from the last week and this week.
there
So
was some stuff you
anything.
sent over that I think is more priority, so we can at least cover that
Oh,
first.
okay.
Because it does pertain to stuff we talked about yesterday.
Yes, and
Some
this
of it,
was.
at least.
Yeah, and I apologize for the last minute, but when I said I was going to lay down and close my eyes and take a nap or look for information, you went, "Oh, go look for information." So I
No, I
said,
said
"Oh,
go
let
to
me."
sleep. I said go to sleep. Don't worry about information.
Oh, I see. I do need hearing aids because I heard go to
I said
go
don't
find
worry. We
information.
have enough, if anything, to cover. Go lay down and take a break
I
for the
I
day.
need to hear. That's
No,
not
you
what
have
I heard.
selective hearing. You have
Is that what?
selective dyslexic hearing.
Okay, I got you now. Sorry. I apologize. I heard go get information. Oh my
No,
lord.
go rest. Don't
Okay.
worry about info. No, no, no.
I need help, professional help. Anybody out there? Tom home and don't forget about us, Rex Sisters. We're live. We need help. We can help you. Okay, breaking today. Former Vice President Mike Pence. He's also been implicated in the DOJ's investigation of former National Security Advisor John Bolton related to Pence's framing of General Flynn to get him fired, his illegal possession of classified documents, and his role in January 6th. Get the son of a bitch. Bolton recently described Pence as a consistent ally during President Trump's first term. Pence is reportedly also being probed for unlawful leaks, including sensitive national security matters from the Trump White House to the leftist media. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. Pence and Bolton are also said to be facing indictment by a federal grand jury for a litany of federal crimes. There are They are the very definition of the enemy from within. May justice be swift and fierce for these traitors. That's from Joshua Hall.
Hold on, my mouse.
Pence,
Uh,
Pence is going down, baby. Down, down, down,
let's
down, down, down the
zero
roller.
arrests, 109 Fox News appearances.
Oh, that's a different one. Uh-huh.
They got a good point.
Yeah, they do.
Pence, to have faith in someone who blindsides you and lets you down, when someone reveals their true colors and betrays you in a time of need, when a coward doesn't uphold truth, Judas Pence. Oh my God.
That's
They're
the
really.
example. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So Pence
I
knowingly electoral
can't
votes
see.
that were okay. Pence knowingly counted electoral votes that were derived from criminal activity, rigging elections to install a Chinese puppet president. That is treason as defined in the Constitution.
Huh.
I initially liked him when he first came onto the scene, and then he wore off his whatever it was he had.
Welcome.
Uh, that's a good word. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. He wore off his welcome. Okay.
Oh, sorry, my
What
eye won't quit leaking.
I
Um,
gotcha.
yeah,
Okay,
so
what do you got up next?
video from um Australia. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me put this in a larger mode so y'all can see it better. Remember to hit share tab today, and we're going to hit play.
Lefties losing it. And let's check in with CNN. They're trying hard to cope with the reality that the man they and the left has branded as some sort of modern day Hitler is actually hugely popular in the only Jewish state. There are thank you messages on the beaches of Tel Aviv. There are thank you messages in the leading newspapers of Israel. The nation, its people, are grateful to a leader who has brought their hostages home and brought peace to the region. They're wearing Trump hats in the Knesset, the Israeli parliament, hats that say Trump the peace president. And CNN had to acknowledge that there were plenty of MAGA caps being worn in Hostage Square.
And, of course, endless applause for President Trump. Endless applause for President Trump.
And when I was there, I even saw people wearing Make America Great Again hats in that crowd over at Hostage Square.
But yet, despite all that, despite the fact that world leaders were jumping on planes within minutes of notice to be in the Middle East for this announcement, CNN anchor Jake Tapper, you know, the dude who noticed Joe Biden's cognitive decline only after he stopped being the Democrat candidate, well, yes, Jake tries to downplay the enormity of this peace deal.
Obviously, blessed are the peacemakers indeed, but it is worth pointing out this is a ceasefire deal, right? This is not a larger peace deal about a Palestinian state of any sort and who gets to rule a Palestinian state and Israel gets security guarantees, how, and all that. That is still TBD, right?
I mean, yes, but, because the yes, but part of that is that, yes, this is the first phase of this deal where the two key parts of that was a ceasefire and the release of the hostages and also the release of Palestinian prisoners.
Just pathetic work there from Jake Tapper, but not surprising. And let's stick with CNN. They have another anchor here, Christian Amanpour, having to issue an apology for insensitive comments suggesting the hostages, the Israeli hostages, were treated better than Gazans.
But I regret also saying that they might have been treated better than many Gazans because Hamas used these hostages as pawns and bargaining chips. But that was insensitive and it was wrong. From speaking to many former hostages and their families, like everyone, I've been horrified at what Hamas has subjected them to.
Yes.
So she got her ass caught in a flat out lie, because when you look at the Palestinians that were released back to Hamas and you look at what Hamas returned to Israel, there is a stark difference.
Just a little bit, I would say.
About
Just
100 pounds. Stark difference.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It just pisses me off when people downplay the difference.
Right. And this is one reason we're showing this is a cumulative or culmination of the left, what they've been saying as far as the basically that we've continued to say they're losing their minds. This goes
Yeah.
with the whole pink flamingo, blue dinosaur, and everything else. I know. You know what, JJ? I agree with you.
He also
That's
says
all.
he's seen the Proton email communications with Hillary. And
really?
Pence was a radio talk show host. I did not know that. Was when he was normal. Allegedly, he was in a video abusing a young child, hence his honeypot betrayal to Trump. That might be. I don't know of any proof of that, but that's why you use the word allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I didn't know either of them. Okay, go ahead.
Oh my God, my eyes are itching.
It was insensitive and wrong, CNN. Also wrong was not to keep this deranged Democrat accountable. Here is Jason Crow refusing to give any credit to Donald Trump for the peace deal.
How much credit does President Trump deserve for this remarkable agreement?
Well, this does need to end the terrible, terrible tragedy we've seen the last couple of years. It's been awful. I don't trust Donald Trump. There's no reason to trust Donald Trump. But I will, of course, work with any administration that wants to achieve those things.
Oh, those Democrats are so bitter and petty, aren't they? And so are many of the journalists. And is it any wonder that Donald Trump is telling them precisely what he thinks of them and their activism masquerading as impartial news reporting? Here he is with a rather polite takedown of a Politico reporter.
Are you considering walking that back?
Who are you with?
Politico, Dasha Burns, sir.
Dasha, Politico. Politico's gone bad. They've been so wrong about everything. Politico. Politico has been so wrong about everything. Let's get somebody else to ask some questions. You mind? Is that all right? Because Politico is fake news.
Now, one has to wonder whether this incredible achievement by Donald Trump will lead to a cure for TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. Here is TDS sufferer and pretend token conservative on The View, Elisa Farah. She promised to wear a MAGA cap on the show, on The View, if Trump got the hostages out. Remember this?
My point when I say I'm not going to be apocalyptic, it's not changing a tune. It's not making every single thing a 5-alarm fire.
Yeah.
If he does good, if he gets the Israeli hostages out, I promise I will wear a MAGA hat for one day on the show and say, thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
Where's the MAGA hat?
Well, she lied. She didn't wear the cap. We had someone check. Are we surprised? I'm not. Now, before we move on to more cases.
Say it again.
I just said thanks to JJ for his comment.
Oh, yes. That's why I pinned it. I didn't want to forget about it.
Right.
Thank you.
Of incurable TDS. Let's check in with what is happening in Virginia. Now, there is something wrong, terribly wrong, with the modern Democrat woman. It's not just the squad. There are so many exhibiting signs of lunacy, signs of hysteria and indecency, unable to call out the most reprehensible of behaviours. Watch Virginia Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears. She's the Republican candidate for governor. She questions Abigail Spanberger about why she hasn't asked Jay Jones, the Democrat nominee for Attorney General, to step down after his vile behaviour was exposed. Now, watch this.
Do we want to cover this part of it or just skip from here?
It's up to you.
Because, I mean, do we, do you want to keep the part over Trump or keep going?
No, go ahead. We can just pin it in the, put it in
Okay. Yeah, because she's jumping onto all kinds of other topics. Right. It's not just the one. So.
Right, that's fine. Although I do strongly suggest go out and listen. I don't know about you guys, but I've been getting hit in my text messages from Winsome Sears. I don't know how they have obviously it's an agency or whatever, but she's begging for money, so yeah.
I'd say scam. If
Uh-huh. Yeah, don't give anybody any money that is, just sending you a text message.
yeah, yep. And if they're not your politician, do not donate.
Alt F.
Stop. Go. My eyes are itching.
So you're saying I can't donate to Putin because he's my favorite politician?
No, you cannot donate to Putin. He's not your. Even if he is your favorite politician, he's not an American politician where we live. Sorry. Love my kids.
What do you got next?
There's an adorable cat sleeping on the lawn chair on the couch.
Okay. Get
adorable.
pictures.
It's adorable.
We have a adorable kitten sleeping on a lawn chair on the porch. Yeah, he updates me on the babies or the what does he call them? Little ones, babies, kittens, like 4 different ways. Children. That's what it is. The children. Sorry. Oh, my eyes. But yeah, Sky News is definitely a great source. If you want to find out from a third party, unbiased, does not give a shit about anything other than how jacked up it is and how much fun they can make of us.
Right. Well, they not only do opinion, but they also do straight journalism as well. But they do enjoy the opinion pieces on us, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
And for a contrasting view, go out and watch the BBC. So
oh, God.
Right? If you want the leftist view, go watch the BBC. If you want, kind of the right-wing view, then look at Sky News.
And if you want anyone who hates everything about America, Al Jazeera works great.
Exactly. And guess what? We play all of them. So we are unbiased. We try to be as unbiased as possible.
Yes. At least in the coverage. And we critique all of it.
Correct. Right. But we still also have our own opinions. So.
Mm-hmm. Which is usually in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. Either left or right-leaning, depending on the topic. And it's like, we sort of agree with you, but you guys are crazy. So we don't fully support you.
Correct. And sometimes we argue amongst ourselves. So you get it all.
We can agree on many points or parts of points, but not the full point. Everything's a little bit odd.
Right.
Hi, Jeannie.
Hey, Jeannie. How you doing? Thank you. That's a wonderful looking emoji. Like, share. Oh, we need a hug. Happy Friday. It's friggin' Friday, girl.
Yes, it is friggin' Friday. And I got to throw it in the title when we get done because, my brain and my eyes are foggy thanks to allergy medicine.
Everybody that voted in the Discord for what the name of Fridays will be called was going to be called, there were 3 options, and friggin' Friday won out.
Yep.
So Friday from now on, at least until we decide otherwise, will be known as friggin' Friday. All right, what do you got next there, Crazy Bee?
This one video. Sorry, my eyes will not stop watering. I know you guys probably don't hear me tearing up the toilet paper off the toilet paper roll and dabbing my eyes. This is active duty service members receive pay amid government shutdown. As they should. As they should.
It is now day 15 of the government shutdown, and after some uncertainty, all active service members were paid today. But House Speaker Mike Johnson is warning this is only a temporary fix. CBS 8's Alex Cheney talked with the CEO of the San Diego Military Advisory Council, a nonprofit that helps support military families. Alex?
Yeah, that's right. They said it's a great thing that all of these active duty military members got paid today. However, the question still remains, what about the next paycheck as this government shutdown continues?
We've seen a lot of worries and anxiety amongst, if anyone was going to get paid or not.
Payday arrived today for active duty service members. But the director for Blue Star Families San Diego says the stress continues for military families.
Military spouses are concerned of, whether that paycheck is going to get there or not. Are they going to have the money to feed their family? The bills still need to be paid. So anxiety is high in these military families.
Today, if it weren't for the bold leadership.
House Speaker Mike Johnson said in a press conference today, the White House granted active duty U.S. troops temporary relief by rerouting some existing Pentagon funds.
They'll get their check, thankfully, because President Trump has shown strong leadership. And under his direction, the Department of War has now redirected unspent funds to ensure that our troops are taken care of.
But it's only a temporary fix. The status of the next payment on November 1st is unknown.
I have no idea. You'll have to go to Washington, D.C. to get that answer.
David Boone from San Diego Military Advisory Council says that the government shutdown continues, there could be missed payments.
And now the question will be, as long as the shutdown lasts, what will the future paydays look like?
He says pay is more than just basic needs. It helps military members stay focused on their task.
It's a mission readiness issue. If you're on a ship in the Red Sea and your wife and 3 kids aren't getting money, it's kind of hard to focus on your job.
Now, for more information and if you need any resources, you can find links to those 2 groups that I talked to on our website, cbs8.com. I'm Alex Cheney. Back over to you, Marcella.
Okay, so at least the active duty.
Right. In regard to this issue, I'm torn between it because there are many union people that get laid off across the country with no severance packages. They're just called in on a Friday and said, sayonara. You're terminated and there's nothing left except potential unemployment. Now, I think that's indicative of a country that does poor in the amount of savings, right? We live paycheck to paycheck when we should have anywhere from 1 to 3 months of salary saved in the event of an emergency. So if you're not doing so already, I know things are tight, but even if you set aside $1 or you set aside your loose change, any change that we've gotten, I have 2 polar water jugs filled with change. One is just pennies. The other is a mixed event.
Yep. We have a can for pennies and a can for silver.
Right. And I figure that, when I get old and I need to live off of canned cat food, pate, and crackers, that I was hoping my pennies would work, but I doubt it very much. But try to at least get some of your savings. Now, a lot of people and again, I'm not providing financial advice to individuals. I'm just saying what we have done in the past, where, we tried to meet the match on the 401k that the company did, and then I backed off money-wise so that we could put money into savings. So, take a look at where you're spending money. If you're going to Starbucks every day to get a coffee, perhaps stop one day and get a coffee at the office or take your coffee from home and take that money that you would have bought the Starbucks coffee and stick it in your savings account, because tomorrow's not promised. So
it never is.
Right. And I feel bad for all of them, but again, there's other government workers that are affected, that, air traffic controllers are affected. As I said, other companies have had mass layoffs with nothing. these people will at least get back pay. And most of those who rent, you're exactly right. That's exactly what we're talking about. Yep, they can spend $5 on a latte and then plus go out to eat for lunch. So if you take that, $20 a month, $10 a month, it's more money. My thing has always been, if you don't put something forward, your education, if you don't take one class a semester, if you don't save $5 a month, you will get to that next month and have nothing, or you will get to that next month and you will have something. So
Yep.
something is better than nothing. And that something will eventually equal up to be something bigger. So, it's just do what you can, try to maybe cut. I know food is tight. We haven't seen food prices go down at all. In fact, food quality has gotten smaller and worse.
Yep.
I will never probably buy a head of iceberg lettuce again in my life. They're the size of my fist and are over $3, which is absolutely ridiculous. They
Yeah,
used
it
to,
is.
it's just ridiculous. So,
Mm-hmm.
things that you're spending money on, see if you can. I'll get off the soapbox. I'm sorry. I feel
No,
bad
but
for them.
this is where I stress for people to grow your own gardens and learn canning and stuff like that. Canning and jarring. Learn this stuff and it'll last you a lot longer than keeping going and buying it in a store.
Right. And
Learn to
they
fish, learn to hunt.
Right. They even do, like, if you live in an apartment, there are little garden kits that you can get, patio, little garden seeds that you can buy for baby tomatoes, baby cucumbers, and lettuces. You can grow that yourself and go out on your garden and just have two little crocks or whatever, planters, and you can, like Crazy Bee said, you can grow that yourself.
You can
EJ,
get an indoor greenhouse with grow lights and grow year round. It takes up
I know
about
that,
6 foot of space total.
yeah.
For it's 3
Uh,
foot by 3 foot, and it goes up about 6 foot. You can have your hanging planters and pots with the larger plants like tomatoes and stuff down at the bottom. Boom.
mm-hmm.
Indoor for the winter.
There you go. And so, if it wouldn't be that EJ hunts and fishes, that if you don't think that that doesn't help carry us through, the year, we're just finishing up on last year's deer meat, and
Mhm.
he's already out. Unfortunately, lost the big buck the other day, but such is life. There are two more waiting for him, teasing him and tormenting him, like when he takes Jake
Mhm.
to the bus stop and they're both there eating grass looking at him, but whatever. But yeah, yeah.
It's a shame you can't
We'll
drop them
see.
by the bus stop in the morning because the kids would all start screaming and all that. Bambi
I
and
know.
whatever.
I actually told him, I don't know why you don't keep the bow in the truck with you and just, he's like, but I have to drop Jake off at the bus. I'm like, I think he could miss school that day.
Drop the
He's like,
deer. When the
yeah,
kids get on the bus, go drag the
right,
deer, throw it in the back of the truck, and come back.
right.
Not hard.
Exactly. But,
Don't know how legal it
so,
is, but it's not hard.
right. Well, he's licensed and got the tags. He can do it.
No, you
Uh,
can't hunt on certain private lands unless it's like public, like hunting land.
oh, it's
Certain private land.
our area. Yeah, our areas, we're all copacetic, so it's all
Oh,
good.
okay.
Yeah, where we're at is either on our properties or our neighbors. So he's not out and about. But So he'll bring back salmon and, he did the pheasants, which I can remember my dad doing, and I wasn't, he made pheasant soup, which was tolerable. I'm getting off subject. Anyway, as Crazy Bee said, there's other ways to supplement your, your groceries, and
Jeannie suggested a farmer's market for some of the vegetables. Do you have any near
canning and
you?
all. We do kind of somewhat. It's mixed, but yeah, there's certain products we can buy. Plus, they go by the Amish, and we'll purchase things from the Amish community. And EJ's put up tomato sauces and things like that. So it takes a lot of work to do some of that stuff. So start at the minimal. And in fact, if I can pull off getting Insomniac Theater up for January, which I'm not sure of, it might not be till March, but part of that will include some canning types of things, and Crazy Bee's going to help out on that, and recipes and stuff of that nature, as well as music and whatever. So we'll see where it goes. But yep. What else you got for us, Crazy Bee?
Oh,
Without that's a
your
second.
eyesight.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Just, I really can't stand it. I really am going over the edge. So Minneapolis Mayor candidate, now we looked at him couple weeks ago, Omar
No, it was a
Thatch.
couple months back under the corrupt politicians and stuff. He came up with Omar.
Yeah, but we popped him up when we did the whole Muslim
Oh
thing.
yeah, the whole the Somalian taking
Correct.
over
Yeah.
Minneapolis stuff. Yeah.
Correct. So Minneapolis Mayor candidate Omar Thatch launches a Baddies, that's BADDIES, for Omar campaign, where Muslim Somalian women will help to get him elected. Omar Thatch was exposed for funneling taxpayer money into his wife's housing NGO, yet somehow he hasn't been arrested. Instead, he is campaigning to run the city. The Post-ass makes it make sense, and here he is with, ta-da, 2 baddies. Play it, Crazy Bee.
Hey, baddies!
I heard the baddies are having an event for the campaign this Friday. Can you tell me more about the details?
Yeah, you heard it here first. Our first Baddies for Omar Sketch and Sip is happening this Friday, October 17th at Aria Cafe.
A donation of $50 or more will get you into the event and get you a cute t-shirt like this.
Hope to see you there!
God, that audio was atrocious. With all his money, you'd think he'd have better camera setup or audio setup.
Okay.
What the hell?
All right.
That
is going to get him elected.
No.
You know that? Yeah. Yes, it is. Despite it, the audio sucking, the pop, and just the fact that it's now baddies for Omar, you mark my words, that son of a bitch is going to get elected to run that city.
And that's their problem.
We talked about that, but the lack of, what's the word I want, creativity on the Republican side, or the lack of them doing anything on the Republican side, is what's going to get him elected. Baddies for Omar is going to take over like wildfire. You mark my words.
I hope not.
I wouldn't be surprised if it turns into baddies for AOC and, a whole little whatever. It should be Battees because they are Battee, but this man will be running Minneapolis. And if I would have known about it, today is Friday, October the 17th, I would have donated $50 just to get a frickin' t-shirt, so that we could go out in the backyard and burn the son of a bitch.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt him because he's got your $50.
Right, but I would have had satisfaction.
Just give it a few months, and then you go to one of their thrift stores when they decided they don't like the way he's running the city, and it's all in a thrift store in his area. And you can get all those for a lot cheaper.
Okay. You look and I'll look, and then we'll have a burn the baddies for Omar Day.
It's just
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Fudge.
Yeah, the RNC isn't funding the right people, and Curtis Sliwa in New York City could end up losing it because the RNC won't back him, which is stupid because at least it's a Republican candidate, a little on the kooky and eccentric side, but he's got better ideas than the other candidates that are running in New York at this time. Oh my God. You think that the RNC would, at least put someone worthwhile into the running? But they won't do it. Oh my God.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That was the man who will be in trouble.
My throat is killing me.
We only got 45 minutes. We can get through it. Hang in there.
Oh, I will.
All right,
I'm used to this allergy shit. I hate it, but I'm used to it.
All right, what's next?
Your favorite New Yorker.
Okay. All right, I need you to zoom in a little bit, please.
Is that better?
Yes. So, as I like to call him, I will not name his name. I call him Zofran, after the medication that you need for nausea. He bolsters the NYC mayoral lead after a debate on taxes and safety. In the first 2025 NYC mayoral general election debate at NBC's Rockefeller Center, frontrunner Zofran defended his progressive agenda against challengers Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Sliwa, emphasizing $9 billion in tax hikes on millionaires and corporations to fund the free buses, universal child care, and public safety reforms. Zofran challenged Cuomo on his engagement with Muslim communities by questioning mosque visits while addressing his past NYPD criticism and Israeli policy stance. Post-debate polls showed Zofran support at 52%, up from September, with betting markets giving him a 90% chance of victory on November the 4th. New York City, wake the fuck up, you assholes.
New York is screwed.
You are morons. Wake the fuck up.
Yep.
And that's all I have to say about that. There's Matt Walsh. What does he say? Back the truck up a little bit. Matt Walsh, it is a very bad sign that you haven't visited enough mosque is now an attack line against American politicians. These are the fruits of mass migration. The migrants don't assimilate to us. They demand that we assimilate and submit to them. Over my dead body will that
Well,
happen.
this is what happened in the UK.
Yeah, exactly. And look
Enough
at what they're
came
going.
over, and got into politics over the years, and now they're basically running it.
Yes, ma'am. Why don't you hit play on the Blaze there and let's see what was said there.
Candidate in the Democratic primary for him to set foot in a mosque. He had more than 10 years, and he couldn't name a single mosque at the last debate we had that he visited. And what Muslims want in this city is what every community wants and deserves. They want equality and they want respect. And it took me to get you to even see those Muslims as part of this city. And that, frankly, is something that is shameful and is why so many New Yorkers have lost faith in this politics.
Yeah, except that is totally false. I worked with the Muslim community for many years.
Name a single mosque you went to when you were the governor. Can you name a single mosque you went to in 10
Why the hell does it matter how many mosques he's went to, or name one? Dude, it doesn't matter. How many Catholic churches have you gone to? How many synagogues have you gone to? Name a synagogue you stepped foot in. That should have been the response from Cuomo. Like,
this is absurd.
Oh my God. What Baptist church have you been to? When's the last time you went to a Wiccan ceremony? I mean, we can keep going.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you meditated at a Buddhist temple? Name the last Buddhist temple you've been to. Dude.
When did you to Hare Krishna?
Because guess what? New York is full of all of these people.
Right.
Not just Muslims and Christians. There are a variety of religions over there in New York. This is so stupid. How is this acceptable? I don't know if I can listen to the last 20 seconds.
Go ahead. I want to hear it. I didn't listen to
you were ever here. They were
before I was here.
Before you were even in state government. I worked with the Muslim community. Imams presided over State of the States. We worked in religious working groups, tolerance groups, anti-Semitic groups, etc.
All right, gentlemen. Candidate in the Democratic primary.
Okay, thank God. Yeah, this just pisses me off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter what religious building you have been to or not. That guy just gets on my nerves. He really does.
He's going to be getting on your nerves a lot because we'll be playing him for the next 4 fucking years.
Oh,
Get
God.
your head out of your ass. I'm telling you, this is really firing me up. Get New York City, wake the fuck up, or $9 billion in taxes. That's not just going on the millionaires and corporations. That's all. That's a lie. That's going on the people.
They're just going to pass it down to the consumer or leave the area, and then there's no one to pay it.
Right. And you're not going to have a job.
Good luck. This is what communism does.
Right. They're going to flee. They're going to flee the city. They're going to flee the state. You're not going to have a job. Do you know how much apartments cost? The average apartments? We're looking
more
at
than I would even make in a month.
Exactly. And do you think unemployment's going to cover that? Hell no, it ain't. And without you having your savings, because you got to be at Starbucks, you're going to have jack shit. So, start lining up. You know how much it costs to move? Yeah. You'll be
more than
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's going to be more than it costs to pay your rent.
Spread this video. This moron, Zofran, needs to be wiped out. And I mean by the polls. You need to get out and vote. I can't stand Cuomo Curtis is I'd take Curtis over Cuomo, but I doubt Curtis is that big of a name. So Cuomo's got his own frickin' issues. So I would end up probably voting for Cuomo, saying, out of the three, he's the least, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but he fucked up last time too.
I know. So you go with Curtis, who would be like a Trump that doesn't know what the hell's going on in the city, other than, I don't know. It's a
It's a
tough one.
mess.
And again, here's my point. Millions of people in the country. How many people live in the state of New York? And this is the best that we got. This is the best that we got to run the largest city, one of the largest cities in the country. This is the best that we got. And I say fucking bullshit. It's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
The
And it also
Republican
goes to show you
Party,
that the people of that city are stupid enough to think that they can get free things.
correct. And this shows you that the Republican Party is nothing but a bunch of dumb fucks. You know
Yes,
that?
they
This
are.
has been going on. That's it. Okay, we got more shit to cover. I don't need to be, I've already ranted and raved enough. Go ahead. What's next?
Let me. Oh, this one on the GoFundMe
What
thing.
happens when you tell me not to sleep and look for shit? Okay. This is your fault because I heard find shit, not go to sleep. Okay, so next up we have, get this shit. GoFundMe was caught creating over 1 million NGO pages and accepting donations without the people knowing about it, with the NGOs knowing about it.
Uh-huh.
GoFundMe has taken upon itself to create nonprofit pages for 1.4 million 501c3s, that's charity organizations, using public IRS data along with information from trusted partners like PayPal. GoFundMe has created nonprofit pages for more than. Why is he calling? Why is he calling me? Please help me, somebody. Oh, Lord, help me. GoFundMe has created nonprofit pages for more than 1 million charities using public data. The corruption taking place in America is beyond comprehension, and absolutely nobody ever goes to jail. And they're right, nobody does.
And we have a quick video on it too. And then we'll get into my opinion of this nonsense.
Tonight, 7 on Your Side is looking into a new product that GoFundMe uses to solicit donations for nonprofit organizations.
Except in one local case, the organization had no idea. 7 on Your Side, Stephanie Sierra is live with the story tonight. Steph.
Yes, Alma and Dan, GoFundMe has created nonprofit pages for more than 1 million charities using public data. But as we learned from a local 7 on Your Side viewer, some of these nonprofits are unaware these pages even exist. Dave Dornless is the treasurer for the Friends of the San Bruno Public Library and the president of the San Bruno Amateur Radio Club. Recently, he got a call from the library that left him puzzled.
One of our patrons at the library wanted to make a donation in someone's name who had passed away.
He says the person went online and found a GoFundMe page tied to the library's nonprofit and wanted to know if it was legit.
And it's something that we did not set up. We weren't sure what was going on.
Turns out GoFundMe created the page, but Dave had no clue, and he's not the only one. GoFundMe has taken upon itself to create nonprofit pages for 1.4 million 501c3 organizations using public IRS data along with information from trusted partners like the PayPal Giving Fund,
which really make it easy for nonprofit organizations to connect with our community of over 200 million on GoFundMe. And so what we were finding is people were already coming to GoFundMe to organically support nonprofit organizations.
Krista Lamp is the senior director of nonprofit communications at GoFundMe. She explains some nonprofits will claim the page, meaning the organization has full visibility over donor data, donor stewardship, branding, and how they choose to leverage their page. But according to Dave, both the library and radio club nonprofits were not claimed. Leaving him frustrated, GoFundMe didn't consult him first.
And the fact that they would just on their own build pages for nonprofits that they've never spoken to is a problem. I'm a believer in opt-in, not opt-out.
Based on his comments to us, is there an opportunity in the future for GoFundMe to contact these nonprofits directly prior to creating the pages?
I think the more we can communicate and speak to the nonprofits directly is always beneficial for us. We plan to do even more communication directly to nonprofits.
Dave says he struggled to find anyone to contact from GoFundMe about this, so he reached out to 7 on Your Side for help.
Only after you became involved, they contact us. They also solicit a tip of 14.5%. In other words, they say, we're doing this and we're great people and give us 14.5% to do this, which doesn't have to happen. And that's what bothers me.
When we checked, the optional tip was actually set for 16.5%. The consumer is required to move the bar to adjust accordingly.
These completely optional contributions really make it
God.
possible for us to offer our fundraising tools, our customer support, and really support our global.
Did they even send the money to the organization they've been collecting for?
I'll bet they didn't.
Whoa. So this money is just sitting in accounts, unclaimed.
Either that or did they take the money? Is that the end of the video?
No, there's still a few more seconds.
Okay, let's see if they say.
Yeah.
Global team of trust and safety experts.
The tip would be in addition to a 2.2% transaction fee GoFundMe charges nonprofits, plus 30 cents per donation. That fee goes up to 2.9% for individual fundraisers. Now, both GoFundMe pages of Dave's nonprofits have been removed from the site. Any organization can do so by clicking Unpublish on the platform.
So what, did they refund these people their money? Did they give the money out to the organization that did anyone ask these?
Yeah, I think you only get the money if you meet, I don't know anything about GoFundMe. I'd have to look it up. I just pulled it literally right before we went on air, so I can check into it a little bit maybe over the weekend and see if I can find anything. All right?
Yeah, I am really curious.
Disturbing. This is disturbing. And GoFundMe.
It's beyond disturbing.
A kid, I would never. I do. What's the other one that's the opposite of GoFundMe?
The Give, Send, Go.
Yes. We're now at the point of see, here we go. Did I start out bitching about we got a problem? Well, here we go with somebody that's supposed to be helping people and being, fundraising and helping those that are in need, right? And where's the money? And now we can't even trust GoFundMe. Can't trust them as far as we can throw them. This is bullshit.
It is absolute bullshit.
I'm sorry I'm swearing so much today. I'm putting my hands.
Well, that's why it's friggin' Friday.
Oh, that's right. So fuck all of them.
It's bullshit.
This is bullshit.
That they're going and doing fundraising on someone's behalf.
Yes.
And are they even going to put the money right?
Well, even if they give them the money, even at say there's a total of $10,000, they're taking the percentages up to 16.5%. Are they any better than YouTube or Rumble? I mean,
nope.
Yes, you need something, but to keep your platform up and running and all of that. But do you know how hard of a lift it is as I talked about, we need 300 subscribers till we even get a damn dime. We haven't gotten a penny from Rumble or from YouTube yet. And we've been doing this over 6 months.
Yeah,
4
but
days a
but
week.
again, they're not taking money from us because we haven't made any money for them to really take.
No, but they will be. And that's why we're going to be making 35 cents each for every
35
100
cents
fucking views.
on the
Yeah, for every 100
on the
views
dollar.
we get. Yeah. Uh-huh. Woohoo, we'll be swimming in the dough.
It is it's just part of, again, if we were to set up our own website to do this, guess how much it would cost us?
Well, right. I mean, and who goes to a website to look for shit? You know,
We're renting the
unfortunately.
space on Rumble to do this.
Exactly. Right. We pay for the studio in order to do this. You know, we pay for certain information so that we can ensure that we're getting coverage from the left, right, and center. You know, how much time do you think this takes for you to edit and for me to research and for us to come together and pull this sometimes half-ass shit off? It's fucked up. I'm mad. Now I'm mad.
Well,
Now I'm
everything
pissed off.
comes at a price. Everything is
Yeah.
either we pay a price monthly to use the platform
Right.
to stream, or they take
Right.
a percentage of what we make.
Right.
Nothing is actually free.
No, and I understand that there has to be some cost involved, but the lift to get us there is so great that, you know, with how many subscribers on YouTube after 6 months? What?
Yeah, YouTube is a harder one because their algorithm is jacked. Where
Exactly.
Rumble is a little bit
Rumble's
better
a little bit
because we
right.
help other people on Rumble who then help promote us. JJ pushes us a lot. I
Right.
mean, that's why we got more views on Rumble than we will on YouTube because YouTube
Right. And if
just
it wouldn't be
sucks.
for like, right, outlaw dogs, you know, raiding us, those
Mhm.
types of things are extremely beneficial to us. So, and you know,
I mean, we're at
it
71
just
followers in the last we went up
right,
from what, 60 to
right,
71 in a matter of
right,
days.
correct.
It's getting there. It's just, you got to put in the work. Otherwise, why would they want to pay you right off the bat if you're not going to be bringing in income to them too by bringing in viewers who watch the ads and
Well,
use their
then it
platform for
cracks
watching
me
other people?
well, cracks me up. Then we get the letters. Oh, your content and your everything that you
The
do is just so
scammers.
wonderful. Just please contact us because we are a specialist, you know, and would have the ability to take you even further. We're a Rumble specialist, and we could take you further on Rumble if you would just pay. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Reach out to me. They don't tell you they
Uh,
want you to pay in the message in your comments.
right.
And it's always in the
And
comments. If they were an actual
yes,
Rumble person, they could reach us by email.
yep. But we don't get that. But anyway, we digress. I apologize. Back to GoFundMe. I will never donate to GoFundMe again, which I
Yeah.
normally do not. I prefer to do direct donations. If at
Yep.
all possible, write a check to the family. There's other ways to get money to them. Even okay, name an organization that is trustworthy right now. Just name me one.
Shriners.
Perhaps.
That in St. Jude has done pretty good.
Yeah, I have to recuse myself from that.
Tonight,
So
7 on your side is looking.
And
So
those
I
are the
can't
only two
talk.
that come to my mind that are honestly the most trustworthy of most of them out there.
Yeah. even I'm not going there. Okay, just shut up. We have a
So
lot more
just
to
don't
cover.
donate at all. Let everyone just figure it out.
No, I mean, look at your churches. Even your churches, though, have scandals. Like I said, if something happens, try to donate to the particular individual if you can. Sometimes post office boxes are set up, although they even can be a scam. I mean, look at everything we've been witnessing. And
That's why
again, the
just suck it
issue
up and figure it out. Here's some food. Now fuck off.
The issue here is the accountability. That's the problem. Nobody's been held accountable. Nobody's going to jail. We see it at the top and we see it at the bottom and everything in between. And nobody wants to discipline. Nobody wants to be held accountable. I think that Trump should create an office of government accountability, which there probably is one. But I say, fuck it, let me head it up. I'll take it on. I'll work from home. And let's start cracking heads.
That
know
might
what?
be the only option.
Like Pam Bondi, where are you? Has one person gone to jail under her watch yet? One.
Well, we
one
saw
or-
that. One 0 arrests and 109 interviews, I believe was the way
Yeah.
it was worded.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay,
Yeah,
Crazy V. Deep.
I'm not a fan of most of the administration. I have a lot of reasons why I don't like politics. All they do is nothing.
Mhm.
All they ever do is nothing.
All right. What's next, dear?
Oh, what time? I don't think we have time for a video, but we can get through a few more articles in X Post.
Well, the audience will just love that. All right, what's next?
All right.
You know what? Who cares about this? The Republicans could draw 19 more House seats after this upcoming Supreme Court ruling. This is from, this is an older article. Could you,
let me scroll it down. It's
in?
not that old.
Could you, isn't it? Zoom in a little, please.
October 8th.
October the 8th? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in a little more? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh, let me scroll down. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
You're okay. Democratic voting right groups are preparing for a nightmare scenario if the Supreme Court guts a key part of the land rights civil rights era legislation, the Voting Rights Act, a very real possibility this term. Ahead of the court's October, you know what? Throw that back to my DMs and I'll pull that because October 15th is come and gone. And let me see where we're at on that case, if anything.
Okay.
So they were going to rehear the Louisiana versus Callis case that has major implications for the Voting Rights Act. I'll check into that this weekend as well.
All righty.
When you tell me to work instead of sleep.
Did you want to keep reading or hold off?
Just throw the whole thing back in and I'll relook at it.
Okay. And then there was this one.
Oh, yes. This came from Blue Rose, actually sent this over to us. I find this unbelievable as well. 45,000 gallons of radioactive waste from a decommissioned nuclear plant are to be dumped in the Hudson River. More than 100,000 people drink from that river. So I guess that's going to take on a whole new meaning to the word glow, baby, glow. And they call it safe. Do you believe them?
No, I don't. And I don't think it's worth trusting them about this.
Mm-hmm. This is from October the 2nd. The story.
More proof your government hates you.
Uh-huh.
There is
Japan did that
0%
in an
that is
ocean.
safe.
Yep. Japan did that in an ocean, not a small river, and it created problems.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
did.
there's not a better way to dispose of it.
Probably not.
Not even burying it.
Probably
mean,
not.
If we're going to use nuclear energy, don't you think that there should be a way to dispose of it before we're using it?
I think there should be, but again, I'm not sure the details of like what kind of radioactive waste is this. They just said radioactive waste. There's multiple types.
Right.
Some are able to be condensed and disposed of in safer ways. I'm not sure.
I just don't like the idea of it being placed in the water. Anytime they put shit in the water, it is not a good thing.
Yeah.
Other than if you're casting your line or throwing in fish food.
Mm-hmm. But even then, what are the fish getting a hold of?
I mean, where is that PETA? Where is the
Oh, the EPA.
No, isn't it PETA, the pet
Oh yeah, PETA takes care of the animals, but the EPA, where's the Environmental Protection Agency that backs PETA on 90% of things?
Right, where's the ones that like pull up in the speedboat, the rubber boats and
Oh, that's
stuff on the ocean?
Greenpeace. That's Greenpeace.
Yeah, okay, where's Greenpeace at? Where are they at? Why don't they stop this? Where's Greta Thunberg?
Oh, she's over
When
still
we
trying
need-
to save Palestine.
Oh, okay, so that's no good. Well, who else can we go to? It's been through the court system. It's been through the courts. The courts have deemed it to take place, so it's going to happen.
I don't know what. Again, people. It's like no matter what we say or do, we really don't have anyone in the government looking out for us.
Mm-mm.
It really seems to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
It's like big screw you to all of us. They really don't like us.
No, they don't, and that says it right there. More proof your government hates you.
And then some.
Yes, ma'am. What's next?
We have this from Trump, including a video of it.
Yes, we're a little bit late on this one, but we should have played it on the day. I didn't even think about it. But can you zoom in on that so they could see it?
Alrighty. Is that better or bigger?
There you go. That's good.
And then play.
Today we have your Columbus Day proclamation for Monday, which we're signing a bit early. Christopher Columbus obviously discovered the New World in 1492. He was a great Italian explorer. He sailed his 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, across the Atlantic Ocean and landed in what's today the Caribbean. But this is a particularly important holiday for Italian Americans who celebrate the legacy of Christopher Columbus and the innovation and explorer zeal that he represented.
In other words, we're calling it Columbus Day.
Yes. Another thing wrong over there.
That was the press that broke out in applause. Can you believe that? I've never seen that happen before. The press actually broke out in applause. Good. Columbus Day. We're back. Columbus Day, we're back, Italians.
It's about time. It should have never been changed. It should have never been reconsidered, mistreated, misused. I get pissed when they keep doing this to history. Like, stop. There's no reason to do this shit other than you're a whiny brat for being conquered.
And it was put back from Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yes. And again, he didn't exactly take North America. He landed in the Caribbean and then moved into the South America and southern regions. Not really all of America. He just opened the gateway for others to come.
Right. Okay.
He had no control over what they did after him. It just drives me nuts, though. I mean, the way these people constantly whine and complain about these changes and stuff. And it's like, oh, just stop. Like,
and they don't
stop changing shit.
And they don't. Right. But they don't take the time to go back and understand or read or become informed about why things were done the way they were done, why they were named the way they were named.
Or how about how the people who whined about being conquered weren't the friendliest and the peaceful groups that you often get them portrayed as.
Right.
Again, history. Looking back, you can't look at it from modern times. You got to look at it from what it was at the time it happened. Like, seriously, just look at it from that perspective. They were all fighting over land and animals to hunt and fishing spots. Where could they put their next hut? Where could they move to next? Oh, you got too close to our area. Let's fight. Oh, you kidnapped my kids. Let's fight. It happens. And it happens everywhere in the world, not just in America. It was happening all over Europe for a very long time. Like a lot longer than what happened in America.
Right. And more still are going on. Slavery is still going on.
Yep. But, the emotional heartstrings in the edited and altered history books that are taught in the school systems and in the universities, makes it a lot worse. And then, of course, not everybody has a historical or a history PhD of any kind or a history degree. And yet they go away with the half info before digging any further into it and then going from there. Like, just dig a little bit deeper than the sugarcoating, okay? You're going to find a bunch of BS that you didn't expect. Sorry.
You're good.
It just gets on my nerves. It really does.
Well, I'm glad now you're getting as riled up as I am. I'm finally calming down here. All right, what do you got next?
Hold on, let me pull it up, and then I gotta add this into the list. 1 second.
One moment, please, while Crazy Bee.
I just gotta rejuggle a few things. And then minimize that. And we have a quick short from Joe Rogan that we can squeeze in before we gotta call it a day.
You got it.
All right, where was it? Right there. All right. And this is all of 35 seconds, but it should be entertaining.
To hear something really fascinating?
Sure. I haven't heard anybody in my party saying that illegal immigrants should get access to the health insurance.
Whoops, why did it do that?
marketplace.
I'm so glad you said that. Actually, I have some tape of your Democratic Party members saying this on the debate stage. So they've all said it. Let's play the clip.
A lot of you have been talking tonight about these government health care plans that you've proposed in one form or another. This is a show of hands question, and hold them up for a moment so people can see. Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
Well, that shut her up.
That's literally every member of your party.
That really shut her up.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That
Oh my
is
God.
why that's why there's the government shutdown right now.
Uh-huh.
So
all because the Republicans don't want to fund that crap.
Exactly. And I don't care how long they're out. Do not cave in and give in to health care for illegal immigrants. When
I don't think they will
American
this time.
They better not. American citizens are not being taken care of.
Mm-hmm. And that needs to stop.
Yes, ma'am.
It absolutely needs to stop. Quit bringing in new people who are not benefiting our society yet, other than with, drugs.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only benefit.
Right. There's I'm going to read this real quick, Crazy B, and then I'll send this over to you. This is a breaking news from Trump. The meeting with President Zelensky of Ukraine was interesting and cordial, but I told him, as I likewise strongly suggested to President Putin, that it is time to stop the killing and make a deal. Enough blood has been shed, with property lines being defined by war and guts. They should stop where they are. Let both claim victory. Let history decide. No more shooting, no more death, no more vast and unsustainable sums of money spent. This is a war that would have never started if I were president. Thousands of people are being slaughtered each and every week. Capitalize no more. Go home to your families in peace.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we can end the show.
1 second.
And I'm sending it to you now. So
Alrighty. I will add that to the show notes.
I say let peace reign among the world. And let everybody just try to live in harmony. There's no reason for all of this. And if it does persist, I'm going to have to go with Crazy B's idea of get a couple states and wall it off, and we're going to go Mad Max style.
Uh-huh. Might have to.
Mm-hmm. Non-lethal golf ball launchers.
I like that idea for them to have their little Civil War on.
And somehow we were talking about that earlier, and we decided we were talking about making Jell-O recipes, and we thought, well, I thought Jell-O balls would be a good thing. What do you think?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, but it won't hurt. But it'll be very delicious if you get hit in the face.
True. You'd be lucky to get hit by a Jell-O ball. You'd have food.
Yeah, we would.
Yep. So with
It
that,
would be
I'm done.
It'd be a nice little difference for some people. Not a very nutritious difference, but some difference.
True.
I'm
All
just
right.
dropping this in the show notes.
Everybody have a good weekend. Thank you, Outlaw Dogs, for the raid. Art, Jeannie, JJ. Who else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody.
I don't think we missed anyone. We didn't have a lot of the different chatters today. I think Blue Rose stopped in for a minute at the beginning.
All right, I may have missed her. Blue, sorry that I missed you if you stopped. All right. Oh no. I'm
What?
just reading what JJ wrote. He wrote, he's going to make a meme of D, and that's all I have to say about that. Thank you, JJ. That'll
For
be cool.
when you'd said that, and that's all I got to say about that.
Uh-huh. And JJ says, Jello shots with vodka. Obviously. Yes, sir. I should have had Eric stop when he was picking up my prescriptions. He could have stopped at the state liquor store. Now, see, that's a damn shame that the state, I don't know about your state, but our state has a state liquor board that controls liquor.
Every state does.
Okay. I thought it was are you sure about that?
Yes. Thanks to the
All right.
prohibition, it is controlled by the states who can and can't sell liquor.
And how much they charge.
It doesn't control how much you charge.
Yes, it does. Ours does. Most definitely it does. Every state store sells the exact same liquor for the exact same price. Increases exact. It's the same. I'll get you the info. Anyway, I should have had him stop at the state store. Like a gallon. How big of a thing can you get in alcohol?
I don't know. I think a gallon is about the largest it comes in.
In a drum? Could I get it in a drum and just?
I mean, if you make your own.
Oh, that is true.
You can make your own and drink your own and just don't sell it.
Right.
I still don't know how legal that is in some states. I know it's not very legal here.
Right.
Louisiana, you can buy liquor in the grocery stores. Yeah, we can too. In some areas, but in some towns, my town is dry on the weekends.
Oh, really? Well, so,
yeah, we're a semi-dry county.
Yeah. Oh,
Gotta love it.
Yep.
The prohibition fucking with us 100 years later.
Government's still having their hands in everything, just like milk prices, egg prices. It just is crazy.
Yep,
really
the whole shebang.
Such a overreach.
Half gallon. JJ said something cage. I know beer comes in a keg. I don't think you can get a keg of vodka.
That would be cool. A keg of vodka. Oh, in the refrigerator that freezes everything. I could take all the shelves out, and it could sit on the front porch, and I don't have to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn! That vodka would be so cold. It would be like,
Only one I really like cold, but it hurts the hell out of my teeth is Jägermeister. I will leave that in the freezer. It's easier to drink when it's cold because it's so thick.
Yeah, I don't drink that stuff.
Oh, I love my black licorice. Give me some Ouzo. Give me some Jaeger. I'm happy.
Nah.
Some Absinthe. Well, actually, if I do Absinthe again, I will make sure I dilute it down and not drink it straight from the bottle like I did last time. I promise. 120 proof. Yep, it hits different.
A little bit.
But man, it tasted so good.
Yeah, just a little bit different, right?
Bacardi 151 is about the next closest.
Yep, I could see that. I'm envisioning that. I don't know if the keg would fit in there or not, though.
Get a half keg.
Yeah, I freeze my vodka as it is anyway, so. Doesn't matter, glass or plastic. I prefer the glass.
Yeah,
The
vodka
glass
is
straw.
used to make tinctures. That is true,
Yeah.
Jeannie.
Yeah.
I
The problem.
trust me, I don't hesitate. I will. It's like I was so sick the other day and so frustrated. No, this is a couple weeks back. I took my last shot of Jack Daniels. It's been
Did-
years since I've taken a shot of Jack straight.
wow.
Yeah,
My
took a little
problem is
till it
I would.
burned.
Yeah, I'd become an alcoholic. That would be the problem.
I know I
You
would
know,
if I
that's
had
why.
that much laying. Well, actually, I've
Oh,
gotten really good at controlling myself, but I would be more tempted. But luckily, I still need
yeah.
people to go get me the drink for me for a lot of things. So
Yeah.
my kids could control it.
Yeah. See, I know that that's one of the few things that works for my pain. So I would
Hmm.
be looking at the refrigerator lovingly, going, "Oh, if only my pain relief. Let's have some vodka with my orange juice for breakfast." And then it would
Yeah.
be, "Oh, let's have some
Oh,
vodka in my."
my daughter making the grocery list last night. She's like, "So what do we want for dinner?" I'm like, "Vodka and orange juice." She's like, "I like orange juice." I'm like, "Screwdrivers." She
Uh-huh.
just looks at me. I'm like, "It's a
Yep.
great meal." She still just stares
Mhm.
at me.
Mhm. Tell her to Google it, and a screwdriver will pop up, and she'll be like, "Mom, what are you talking about?"
No.
Well, I hope to have my voice back by Monday. I hope to be
Yep.
feeling better by Monday. We'll see. Thank goodness we're not going to be live over the weekend because I will probably be roid raging with my regular steroids and the steroids I'm on. Crazy B, you know how to deal with me, so just be prepared because it's coming down the pike. And hopefully you feel better too and your eyes aren't so bothersome.
Yeah, they're still
And you'll
watery
be
like all fuck.
gee. All right. Well, everybody, as you can see, we are a wreck. We're a train wreck, a boat wreck, a car wreck, whatever wreck you want to say.
Any and
And
every wreck possible.
yes, thank you for joining Rex Sisters on Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. We will see you on Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not forget, I should probably start prefacing this differently. We will drop a video, pre-recorded video on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on illegal immigration. It is relevant, it is important to the discussions that we've been having. So please watch them. And we will continue trying to catch up, and then we will do some deeper dives into some of the illegal immigration topic. Uh,
Hmm.
it is going to be, I think, one of the largest topics that's still going to be a driver in the 2026 and the 2028 election. So I don't
Yep.
foresee us getting rid of illegal immigration for a long time. For
It's
a long time.
going to keep going and going until finally we get them all out, which is going to be a long
That
time.
or they take over.
Yeah, that's an option too.
Right. So one or the other
Oh,
is
I
going to
just saw
happen.
JJ mention Fireball. I like Fireball mixed with ginger ale.
Mm.
Sorry.
I like Fireball. Yep. Peace out, Jeannie. Feel
All
better,
right.
babe. All right, everybody. Have a good weekend. Don't forget
Y'all stay
video
safe.
drops.
Oh, go ahead.
Don't forget video drops Monday. We'll be live on Tuesday, 7 p.m.
And with that, I say y'all stay safe, stay sane. Even though we just talked about liquor, please stay sober, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.
And that's what only while driving. If you have a friend, go for it.
Or
Have a good
taking care
evening.
of kids.
True. That's true. That's very important. All right. Good night.
Good night.